Hey loves, welcome to another episode, the final episode of season 3 of the Thrive Like a Mother podcast. Y'all, this episode is one that has been sitting on my heart for a while now. A few weeks ago, I had a chat with the new mamas, a love letter to the new mamas and helping them through what I think is one of the most intense, beautiful, earth-shattering transformations on this earth. If I'm being honest, becoming a mother is just that. But today's episode is a love letter to the women that you have become and to the women that I've become throughout this season. Y'all, this is the moment of reflection and honestly celebration, which we do a lot of that here on Thrive Like a Mother. But I really wanted to, in this season, like just so that you know what we've built up to and what we are building in the future. And y'all, if I'm being honest, I didn't know how this season was going to go because if you remember, I took a little break. I took a little break when Henry was born, and I really made sure that my main focus was going to be him for that very first year. And so I put out a few episodes. You guys, you saw that, my Mama's Quiet Moments series, which were really just like my raw voice notes that I was sharing with you. And so when I knew that I was going to start season 3, I wasn't sure that version of me then was going to be able to handle everything emotionally, spiritually, physically. I had some doubts, I had some fears because to be honest, the podcast, we are still very new, right? We are still growing, we are still learning, and honestly, we will continue to do such. But Thrive Like a Mother is 2 years old, and in these 2 years, y'all have seen, I don't even know how many versions of me you've seen, but you've seen a few. And so the version of me that started this season, I wasn't sure at that point coming out of a season where I was very much intentionally slowing down. I wasn't sure how much, I could hold on my plate. And there were a lot of moments where I was like, okay, we're really doing this, right? We're really doing this. We're going to keep going. There was some pull your hair out moments. There were some tears where sometimes I wanted to get out an episode and realized that I needed to shift. I think there was one episode where I could not get it out on Tuesday, and y'all. I just almost about had a breakdown about, man, can I handle this? Right? Is this for me? Is this my path? I got sad, but I also got curious. And y'all, those moments, those challenges, they truly, like in real time, shaped how this podcast and how myself transformed. It shaped my growth throughout this entire season, not just in the podcast, but as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, showing up and building my community. It truly, truly had an impact this season. And sometimes, y'all, we don't really even notice that we're transforming until we stop for a minute and we take a long enough time to take a look back at the progress that we've had. We don't realize that, whoa, who am I now? Like, what is going on, right? This version of me, this version of Ebony, this version of the Thrive Like a Mother podcast is softer, I'm stronger, clearer, more honest, and honestly being more authentic to myself as I shift through different seasons and through just different phases of my life. Y'all, this version of me, ooh, this episode's gonna make me emotional. This version of me, I've earned her. I want that to sit for a minute. I've earned her. I set some boundaries, not just with other people, not just with work, but boundaries within myself. I've chosen, instead of sticking to the hustle that I've always known, the hustle that I've grown up with, the you have to be 10 times better to be successful hustle. I've exchanged that for rest. Like chosen rest, y'all, you don't even understand how chosen rest can impact not only your brain, but your growth. When you choose rest, you are saying there is no deadline on what I'm creating. There's no deadline on what I'm building, right? I don't have to force myself to go at a speed that does not feel authentic, that does not feel right. This like healing that I've leaned into during this season of the podcast, like I can't even truly describe how much it was needed, how much I didn't know that I needed it. The type of healing that I went through a lot of the times it was not pretty, right? There were some tears, there was some anger, there was some grief, but it was necessary. All of it was necessary. The reason that I've worked so hard for the peace that I have now, for my voice, for my rhythm, the reason that I did that was because I didn't grow up having that, and I didn't grow up knowing that that was a possibility for me. I think, during my childhood, I thought that this is the way it is. I don't have peace. I don't get to share my voice. I don't get to have my own rhythm. And if anything, this season has taught me is that yes, you do. You choose your peace. You choose to share your voice, own your voice. You choose your own rhythm. Y'all, this version of me today, this version was worth fighting for. This version was worth fighting for. You, if you are in that season, your version of you is worth fighting for. The one that you are working on right now. The one where some days you just like, you don't know. You don't know what's going on. It is worth fighting for. And so, all of y'all who are walking this road with me, we're here, right? We're here and we're here. The work that you've been doing, the work that is seen and the work that a lot of the times, because no one but God has that inside look on our lives, a lot of the work that is unseen, all the things that you've been going through, the tears, the tantrums, the decisions that no one understands or knows that you are making. I just want to hold space for you. I just want to hold space for you and let you know that it is worth every single second. It is worth fighting for. It is worth it. You are worth it. You are worthy. You are. And y'all, sometimes that road, it can be a little lonely, right? Because like I said, the only person that gets an inside look at every second of your life is God. If no one else knows what you're going through, right? You may feel like, is this a waste of time? No. No, it's not. No, it is not. Because becoming your fullest self is not selfish. It's not selfish. Don't you think for a second that it is? Becoming your fullest, highest version of yourself, all that you're putting into it, that is holy work, my love. Like, and I really want this episode for y'all to understand that if you are in that season where you are in the trenches, believe me, I'm still in the trenches with y'all, right? The work does not end, but who we were at the beginning of this season and who we are now. Can we give ourselves some permission to be proud of the growth that has happened in that span of time? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Give yourself the permission to be proud of what you've done these past few months because you've been doing the thing. You've been doing it. You've been showing up regardless of all that, the obstacles and the challenges that you have gone through to become this version of yourself. Be proud. I am proud of you if no one has said that to you recently. I am so proud of you. And so as we close out season 3, I really want to leave you with this. Season 4, y'all, Season 4, we are coming through. I can't even explain to you the catapult that y'all are about to see. In July is definitely going to be a moment of pause for me. I hope that you have that this summer at some point, taking a moment of pause, especially at this point in the year. We're halfway through the year, y'all. This is a perfect time to pause and reflect. And if you need some help just doing that, go back and listen to the episode. I'm going to link it in the show notes to listen to the episode about reflecting on the halfway point of the year because it is important. It is important. But season 4, y'all, we are coming with the brakes off, honestly. We are coming at you really just acknowledging that the transformation is going to continue. The growth is going to continue in not only your life, but honestly in this community that we've built. And I think season 4, I want to really hone in on bringing us all together. I think we sometimes can feel so siloed, and you can see one mama doing one thing and another mama doing something else. But we need to all be cheering for each other because, like I said, it can be lonely. That transformation, that growth can be lonely. And so while we are on our break here in this quiet season for a moment, while I pause and reflect, I want you to basically take a moment to lock in with me. Join in on the community. If you're not on my email list, go ahead and get on that so that you can stay up to date. And honestly, y'all, when season 4 drops, you will know that it's coming. You will know. Because I want to make sure that when I come back from rest and reflection, that I'm coming back to continue the trend of letting you know that you are already enough. You are already becoming, and you are never, never alone in this community. So thank you for season 3. Thank you for my listeners for always showing up. Episode after episode, y'all are listening in and tuning in, and it means so much to me to have you walking alongside me, to know that we're not on this journey alone. So in this month, if you've missed any episodes, go ahead and re-listen or share any episodes that really spoke to your heart. And really, I want to hear your reflections for these past 6 months. So go ahead and send me a DM of what you're proud of for these past 6 months of growth. Y'all, until next time, keep healing, keep growing, and let's keep thriving together. Bye, y'all.